Don't do that. And we don't do it very well in France, let me tell you. You get a not so bad at best. But this is Ryan IT, and so we have to continue doing this.
Didier.
We work with excellent people doing remarkable things. And so when we have this ceremony, it is our chance to pause, look around and say, we see you and we appreciate you. As the CIO, and I'm Didier personally, I'm really proud to support these awards. And I'm excited to celebrate what you bring to this work. And so, first of all, a lot of thank you. Thank you, all of you, for attending today, whether you are in person or remote. Thank you to our 26 award recipients for everything you're doing for the universities and for the community. Thank you to Mortgage Hall for hosting us in this incredible space. Hopefully, we'll be able to be back next year. Thank you to Laurel Coleman and the Do It communication team for coordinating the marketing of the conference and the awards. And a big thank you to the IT Awards Planning Committee, Amanda Forton, Jason Persane, Connor Klecker, Dave Perez, Elizabeth Simcock, Manda Johnson, Nick Heinen, and Sabrina Messer. Thank you for everything you're doing for this award ceremony. And with that, back to you, Jason.
All right, thank you, Didier.
Text, 7th Annual UW-Madison Information and Technology Recognition Awards, May 28, 2026.
So today's the 10th anniversary of the IT Professionals Conference, but it's the 7th anniversary of our IT Awards, which marks a great occasion to recognize those who support and serve the mission of the university. Right? These awards began back in 2020 to intentionally recognize the many contributions of information and technology professionals, share their stories, and shine a light on all the important work that they do for our community. We are committed to ensuring people feel seen for the great things they do and to give new ways to appreciate each other. For our first award of the day, this is the Ellen Luzerne Community Builder Award. Right? I'd like to bring up Lisa Jansen to talk about the award and also a little bit about Ellen.
Ellen Luzerne Award for Community Engagement, Lisa Jansen.
Next slide. No, just, it's not on that one. No. Hi, everybody. It's really great to see you all. Just read that one. Okay, so the Ellen Luzerne Award for Community Engagement recognizes a member in the IT community for their role as community builder and active volunteer in professional service to the broader community. So it's my pleasure to present this award to Jason Erdman.
Jason Erdman, IT Project Manager, Merit School of Education.
Come on up, Jason.
Jason smiles in a photo beside his name and title.
Jason is a project manager in Merit in the School of Education, where he has worked about 25 years. Yes. I first met Jason when we were both participants in Leadership Improv in 2012. If you don't know, Leadership Improv is where you play fun and creative games used in comedy improv to learn and practice core principles like yes and, staying in the present moment, and building off of each other's contributions. Jason has co-led the Leadership Improv group on our campus for the last 11 years. He currently co-leads it with Amanda Thornton. And together they offer monthly drop-in sessions where everyone is welcome, no experience is required, and they also provide group workshops on request. Leadership Improv is one of many programs and activities under the IT Connects umbrella. IT Connects is an entirely volunteer-led organization, and it's responsible for lots of fantastic groups and events like this conference, like these awards, and they build community across our campus. Jason has been actively involved in IT Connects since 2015. For example, he was part of the group that created Coffee Connections, or is it Coffee Conversations? Connections, another program that helps IT staff connect with each other. He served on the steering committees for this conference and the IT Leadership Development, ITLD, which used to be ITLP Forward. These are just a few of the ways that Jason has contributed to IT community building. He's also been a community builder and culture keeper within Merit. In the years immediately following the pandemic, he took the lead in reestablishing important social rituals like our annual chili cook-off and campfire cookouts at his house. He was also an active member of Movers, which was a group within Merit that aspired to create a space and a culture where everyone was included and respected. It should come as no surprise then to hear that Jason also volunteers his time outside of work to things like directing the ski patrol at Tyrol Basin and playing in the Oregon Community Band. In short, our IT community is as strong as it is because of people like Jason who give their time and expertise to ensure we all have opportunities to connect with and learn from each other. So thank you for all you do, Jason, and congratulations on this much deserved award.
In a live video feed of the event, Lisa shakes Jason's hand. She steps away, and Jason gives a speech while standing at the front of a classroom.
I think you all have heard enough from me today, so I'll try to keep this fairly short. I just want to say my appreciation to Lisa, who even in retirement would nominate me for this. I consider it a great pleasure that in 25 years of service to the university here, I've been able to build enough connections and networking and be involved in enough things that I can do something like this and help bring people together. Because to build community, you need active buy-in from everybody. You can't just make it happen by yourself. So to everybody that's collaborated and helped and made all these things happen, I appreciate you and for giving me the chance to have a part of all of that. Thank you all.
Jason walks away from the microphone stand.
Congratulations, Jason. Now I'd like to bring up Rob Colhett to talk about our next award, the Janet Plato Award for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
Rob Colop.
Hi there, I'm here just to announce the award, which is Janet Plato Award for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Recognizes and celebrates exemplary leadership displayed by an IT staff member in advancing diversity, equity, and inclusion in our community. So Janet Plato was a member of our IT community and sadly passed 10 years ago, about 5 days from now. So early June in 2016. And she added a vibrant spirit to the IT community on almost any level. And I miss the engaging, deep, and thoughtful conversations. She was not only deep in her thoughts and understandings of many things, but also completely open to conversations and listening to other perspectives, information, things to add to her repertoire of seemingly knowledge about just about every topic that I could ever bring up. So anyway, that's the award, and I believe Lauren is coming to award the
Text, Janet Plato Award for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
It's my honor to carry her thoughts forward. So
Lauren.
Hi, thank you, everyone. I've got my tiny hand computer here with me. I want to start by saying it's been really great to be here today. This has been a wonderful day, and it's been wonderful to see all of the conversations and discussion that have happened here. This award is going to go to a person who has served diligently in his position as a web developer and web operations manager for over 12 years at Do It. His time at the university is much longer than that. He has a commitment every day to clear, complete, and accurate information. He is a humble and diligent colleague who is driven by his commitment to their mission, and he regularly sits in that mission and encourages the rest of us to follow him. His logic and his expertise are all over our web properties, including many of our current approaches to digital accessibility today that will lead us toward compliance next year. He serves as our digital accessibility liaison for the unit, and has created so many processes that put digital accessibility front and center in our communication practices. And his work has given us a rock solid foundation leading into the new federal rule in 2027, allowing us to look forward and educate our stakeholders about what we need to do and to help set expectations for our next steps as an organization. On a personal note, I want to say that I really respect that Eric Geiger demonstrates his values at work by advocating for fairness and clarity in everything that we do. I want to thank you, Eric. Come on up.
Eric Geiger, Web Operations Manager, Communications, do IT. Eric smiles in a photo beside his name and title. Eric embraces Lauren. Another man hands him a plaque. Eric gives a speech as the other man steps aside.
I just want to say thank you to my amazing colleagues who nominated me for this award, Brianna Kuhn, Whitney Jacobson, and Carissa Rundy. I also want to say I knew Janet Plato, and I've never known a kinder, sharper professional. So being nominated for this award, let alone winning it, is an amazing honor. Thank you.
Eric steps away from the microphone. Lauren walks away alongside him.
Congratulations, Eric, on your award. Our next award is the Transformational Achievement Award. The Transformational Achievement Award recognizes an IT community member who made a significant impact in transforming the university through their efforts on a specific major IT project or initiative beyond community events. To introduce and announce today's winner, I'd like to ask Sanjana Aleti and Wendy Gordon to take the stage.
Text, Transformational Achievement Award. Sanjana Aleti and Wendy Gordon step up to the front of the room. Wendy speaks.
It's truly a privilege to recognize this nominee whose work has fundamentally changed how our university approaches data, making it more accessible, more scalable, and more impactful. Beyond the technical achievements, what really sets him apart is how he approaches leadership, with a focus on collaboration, trust, and helping others grow. He consistently finds solutions where others see roadblocks and brings people along with him in the process.
Sanjana continues.
He leads with clarity, persistence, and genuine commitment to helping others succeed. His impact is felt not only in the systems he built, but in the people and teams he supported along the way. We are incredibly proud to recognize his transformational technology changes. And with that, it's an honor to announce this year's Transformational Achievement Award recipient, Brad Sanders.
Text, Brad Sanders, Enterprise Data Management Director, Data, Academic Planning and Institutional Research. Brad smiles in a photo beside his name and title. Brad approaches the stage. He receives the plaque from Wendy, then gives a speech.
I didn't know they were sitting behind me the entire time. I just want to say thank you to you two for your kind words, and thank you to the rest of the team who's not here. Without you all nominating me, this definitely wouldn't have happened, and it means so much more coming from you all. But also, without you all actually making these transformations happen, all of the things that we've accomplished would just be ideas. So a lot of this goes to you all as well to try to help keep moving forward. I also want to say a quick thank you to our Vice Provost, Allison Latarte. Not every executive has the willingness to back change the way that she has. So a lot of this couldn't have happened without that sort of support. So I'll keep this brief just because I'm an introvert who landed in an extrovert's job. But thank you to my team and Allison.
Brad walks away. Sanjana and Wendy follow behind him.
Congratulations, Brad. Our next award is the Team Achievement Award. The Team Achievement Award recognizes a single team of IT community members whose collective teamwork on one or more projects have made a significant impact to the university. To introduce the team and announce this year's winner, I'd ask Elizabeth Simcock to come to the stage. Thank you.
Text, Team Achievement Award, Elizabeth.
Hi, everyone. One of the things that we, those of us who volunteer as part of this awards committee do is that when we do the scoring for all of these anonymously, and I feel like I need to say that, and you'll see why in a minute. And part of that anonymous scoring means that if we are reading through an anonymized submission and we think we recognize something that's going on, or who the team is, who the person is, we exempt ourselves from putting in any of the scoring for that particular nomination. And often with the team awards, that's hard because you can't talk about the team without talking about the work that the team is doing. And the work that this team has done has been extraordinary. And I'm so proud to be able to present this today. One other thing I want to say about this, there's something it says up there that says recognize as a single team. And one of the things that's sort of magic on this university campus right now, it has been true for a long time, we're going to see it again and again, is that some of these huge projects are not done by a single team that existed ahead of time. They're done by teams that come together out of necessity to bring the right people into the room to do things in the right way for this campus. And what that means is that to do it right, they have to figure out who they are, how they work together, their different cultures that they come from as in terms of how they handle conversations that come up, tickets that come up, how do they make decisions as a group? And one of the reasons that this team has been so successful is that they put in an extraordinary amount of time up front to think through what it means to do that. How do we do this when it gets hard? How do we do this right together with leadership inside and outside of IT? So it is my absolute pleasure to announce this year's winner of the team award, the UW Theme Team, which is a combination of WiskWeb, Stratcom, and Center for User Experience. And there are a whole lot of names on this. But I would like to please welcome to the stage, almost all of these folks are here today. And we have a rather large stack of awards next to me. So if everyone could come forward.
UW Theme 2.0 Project Team, Office of Strategic Communication, WiskWeb, Center for User Experience. Several award winners make their way to the front of the room.
I'd like to welcome Andrea Roning, Scott Berg, Andy Summers, Matt Goins, Jenna Klinner, Jose Valdez, Nate Finch, Josh Chokas, Ketter Joyner, Nick Weaver, Kate Price, Daniel Cranmer, Cheyenne Lynch, Danielle Lambertson-Phillip, Nick Gonzalez, Julia Schrader, and Leah Bowers. And I believe Ketter is going to say a couple of words.
Keter Joyner speaks.
I also have my tiny computer. Yeah, thank you so much for nominating us. It really means a lot to everyone on the team. An honorable mention of this team is also Eric Moen, who works with Do It Web Hosting and assists with launching WISC websites, who all use UW Theme 2.0. We also want to thank many other developers and designers across campus who provided feedback to us really early on and continue to. They continuously share their knowledge and advice with us about developing with WordPress, in particular, Mark Millard and Nate Barlow in the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences, Nate Fetter in School of Education, Jason Lemahue at UW Extension, who used to moonlight as a Magic the Gathering ref, and I'm telling everyone about it. So if you're listening, Jason, I told you I would say that. I would tell everybody. John Graham at the College of Engineering, Mary Cummins at the School of Business, and Beth Atkinson and Kaylee Dietz at the School of Medicine. We really appreciate all of your expertise and willingness to share with us. Oh, my knees are shaking. We're also incredibly grateful to users of the WiskWeb WordPress service. You all have been gracious in providing your feedback with the whole UW Theme team along the way. You are really what motivates us so that we can help support the work you do of building websites and sharing your stories. It really means a lot to us that we can help you do that. And a major shout out to April Ebosher, Jamie Gukowski, Joe Tarter, and Joe Van Boxtel, who helped create the UW theme many years ago, and others in this room and elsewhere we may have forgotten. We get to experience the evolution of the UW theme because of what you all started. So thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Winners, holding their plaques, form a long row along the wall. The award winners disperse.
Congratulations, team. What an excellent example of what we can do as an IT community together. For our next award, it's the Rising Star Award, which is really fun. It recognizes a rising IT professional whose records reflect ongoing and exceptional growth and contribution to the profession. To announce this year's winner, I'd like to ask Hannah Pringle and Jade Schill to come to the stage.
Text, Rising Star Award. Hannah Starr and Jade Schill approach the front of the room. Hannah speaks.
Hey. Hello, everyone. The Do It Help Desk has a long and enduring culture of valuing our students, staff, and providing opportunities for responsibility in the IT space. From reporting outages to training fellow staff, our high-quality frontline student staff are integral to the work that the Help Desk does. As one of our student team leads, Eric embodies the qualities that we value, such as empathy when working with someone who is frustrated with technology, to continuous improvement while providing feedback to our processes and documentation. I'm so excited that one of our staff members was picked for this award, and we'll pass things over to Jade, who really deserves credit for mentoring our student staff as their direct supervisor. Jade?
Thanks, Hannah. So I wrote a few words and I wasn't quite sure 100% what to say, Eric, but some of you might be familiar with the New York Times bestseller, Brené Brown. And I find myself referencing back to a lot of the leadership qualities that she talks about in her books, one of which is daring greatly. She talks about compassion, vulnerability, and creating safety, as you talked about earlier. But Eric, you are a daring leader, and daring leaders create environments where people feel they truly belong, and you do exactly that. You listen, advocate for others, and help elevate their voices. What makes this especially meaningful is that you were nominated by a peer. I'm shaking, sorry about this. Eric, you deserve this, and congratulations.
Text, Eric Adele, Student Team Lead General Help Desk, Do IT. Eric smiles in a photo beside his name and title. Eric walks up to the front of the room and receives his plaque from Jade. Eric gives a speech.
Thank you very much. I want to thank Hannah and Jade for mentoring me and for the student leadership program in general. I am continuously impressed with Do It and everyone's commitment to the mission of serving the university and its community. It's such a privilege to be able to support 70,000 plus affiliates, to teach, to learn, to conduct research that will, change lives for generations. So I feel very privileged to be in that position. Thank you very much.
Eric, Hannah, and Jade linger at the front of the room for a moment, then walk away together.
Congratulations, Eric, on your award. Our next award is the Unsung Hero Award. Oh, that was my fastest faux pas here. Okay. All right. Which recognizes a member of the IT community who is always there and always present, performing great deeds, yet their significant behind-the-scenes contributions usually receive little to no outward recognition. As you can imagine, I've been on this committee now for 6 out of the 7 years. This is always a really hard category because there are so many deserving awardees. Right? Anna Lewis is already on the stage, so please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a true pleasure to present one of this year's Unsung Hero Awards to someone whose work has quietly but powerfully reshaped the way our libraries serve our community, Jessie Nemec. Jessie is one of those rare people whose impact is everywhere, even if you don't see her name attached to it. As a front-end developer and web strategist, she brings a level of technical excellence that consistently raises the bar. Our web platforms are clearer, faster, and more intuitive because Jessie approaches every project with both creativity and analytical rigor. She has an uncanny ability to take something complex and translate it into guidance that is accessible, actionable, and grounded in real user needs. But what truly sets Jessie apart and why this award fits her so perfectly is her leadership in digital accessibility. Jessie has been a driving force in helping the libraries understand, interpret, and implement the standards required under ADA Title II. She has led audits, identified barriers, and championed improvements that make our digital spaces genuinely more usable for people with disabilities. And she does not do this as a box-checking exercise, but as a reflection of our mission of equitable access to information for everyone. Jessie is also a generous mentor and educator. I just saw her meet her mentee in real life this afternoon. She builds trainings, leads workshops, and supports colleagues one-on-one, helping create a shared culture of accessibility awareness across the libraries and indeed the broader campus community. Her calm, thoughtful communication style makes her an incredibly effective advocate for change, even when the challenges are technical, thorny, or organizationally complex. What we in libraries admire most is the combination she brings: vision, precision, and empathy. Jessie anticipates needs before they become obstacles. She finds solutions that balance technical feasibility and user experience, and she consistently shows us what accessible, user-centered digital services can and should look like in the academic library. Jessie's leadership has already made a lasting difference, and it will continue to shape our digital ecosystem for years to come. She embodies exactly what the Unsung Hero Award is meant to honor. Please join me in celebrating Jessie Nemec, a remarkable colleague and essential leader in our accessibility transformation. Jessie.
Text: Jessie Nemec, software developer, software development and integration, all libraries. Jessie smiles in a photo beside her name and title. She joins Anna at the front of the room. Anna hands her a plaque. Jessie gives a speech.
Thank you, Anna, for the really kind words, and thank you, Andy, for nominating me for this. As an introvert who doesn't like being recognized too much, I will leave it at that. Thank you.
Jessie and Anna step away from the front of the room.
I mentioned before, it's a competitive category, so Abriana Barca is going to come down and talk about our second nominee.
Abriana.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I am proud to share this award with our next recipient. This award is going to Ryan Larscheid. He's an IAM technical lead in our space. I've had the pleasure of working with Ryan for the last 7 of his 16-year, hopefully long ongoing career at Do It. He is smart, hardworking, thoughtful, and this institution and all of UW system benefits from his talents. I also want to give credit to Mahinda Disanek and Allison Caffrey, who nominated Ryan for this award. I've incorporated a lot of their nomination comments as a way to talk about Ryan. If you don't know Ryan, that doesn't mean you haven't benefited from his work. He steers the technical direction of the team, ensures service quality and performance of our services, guides fellow engineers in developing their own technical expertise. While Ryan's work is often behind the scenes, the impact is felt by every single student, faculty, and staff member who leverages IT services. His contributions to the university are substantial. He is the primary architect of our Shibboleth and OIDC NetID login infrastructure. And while Shibboleth looks the same on the outside between schools, Ryan has built it out with tools and resilience between pipelines in a way that is above and beyond really what any other institution is doing. Every day, the NetID login service allows people to log into applications and services that are critical to enable teaching, learning, and research, and just their work overall. This amounts to over 60,000 unique users daily. So again, the criticality of the service can't be understated. After a series of DDoS attacks in 2024, Ryan sought to improve the resilience of the NetID login service. He charted a path to leverage existing cloud services and meticulously planned the migration to avoid any interruptions to the mission of the institution. Within just a short 6-month period, Ryan worked tirelessly to re-engineer and migrate the architecture from our on-prem infrastructure to AWS. And this is just one example of the type of work that Ryan is doing. He continuously works to improve the security and features of our IAM systems, and in doing so, developed a depth of expertise across our entire infrastructure stack, which made him invaluable in our Workday migration and go live. He guided the IAM team ahead of go live in updating thousands of database objects, sequenced cutover activities, wrote scripts to process significant changes, and mitigated issues at all hours of the day over a holiday weekend. While Ryan has more technical achievements than we have time to go through, it's really how he works with people around him that leaves a lasting impression. Ryan is incredibly generous with his time. He respects his colleagues and is ready to jump in and help anyone and everyone on the team or within the broader university community whenever he can. I've personally learned so much from Ryan and feel really grateful to get to work with him every day. That said, you don't have to just take it from me. I asked the IAM team, so some of his colleagues, to share some thoughts. When asked to describe him in one word, they said he is thorough, versatile, thoughtful, a firefighter, diligent, a wizard, and brilliant. Well, there are more nice comments than we have time. I want to share just a couple quick ones. They said, Ryan is very supportive and
Yeah, I
altruistic.
just came in a little while ago.
But he is able to walk you through
I'm
a problem
exhausted. That was a lot.
that ensures you'll walk
Were
away
you
feeling
outside chopping
I was trimming
weeds? Okay.
tackling
black walnuts. I might take a shower
That's a good idea.
because I'm kind of
Sweaty?
turns the problem is complicated, unclear, or technically
meeting?
challenging.
This is an award ceremony that I decided not to stick around
His
for.
incredible institutional knowledge combined with his ability to quickly understand technical problems as they arise are unmatched by anyone I've worked with. Ryan is quite detail oriented. This attention to detail is in no small part why our workday transition went so smoothly for IAM. I am so lucky to have him on the team. Also, his cat is hilariously vocal and often chimes in during meetings, which is quite the boost for team morale. So with that, Ryan, please join me to accept your award.
Text. Ryan Larsheet, IAM Technical Lead Identity and Access Management, do IT. Ryan smiles in a photo beside his name and title. Abriana hands the plaque to Ryan. He approaches the microphone stand and gives a speech.
I am also an introvert that does not like a lot of attention, so I will just say thank you very much. I'm very honored to receive this award.
Ryan and Abriana walk away.
Congratulations, Ryan. Our last award for this year's program is the Lifetime Achievement Award. This award recognizes the continued contributions of a community member. Emeritus and retired staff are also eligible, whose body of work throughout their entire career has had a significant impact on the success of the university. To introduce and present the award, Todd Schechter, please go on stage. Thank you.
Text. Lifetime Achievement Award. Todd Schechter speaks.
All right. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It is an absolute pleasure to have the chance today to recognize someone whose impact on UW-Madison has both been substantial and lasting. Today, we are going to recognize Lee Conrad with our Lifetime Achievement Award. Lee, do you want to come up and be up here with me? I know you're here. Come on up.
Text. Lee Conrad, Associate Dean for Information Technology and Administration, Emeritus, UW Libraries. Lee smiles in a photo beside his name and title.
Us know.
Lee makes his way to the front of the room. Once the microphone dies, Todd grabs another one.
This has been the story of today, hasn't it? All right. Many of us know Lee as a thoughtful leader in the libraries. His influence, though, reached far beyond any one school, any one division, or committee. Over the years, he became a colleague who could move comfortably between strategy and service, between big institutional questions and the day-to-day work that makes a university function well. He helped advance library technologies and services, and he did it in a way that always kept the broader mission of the university in view. Lee also showed up for his community time and time again. He contributed his time, his judgment, and steady leadership in settings like ITCCC, ITC, which is our shared governance committee, research data services, the RISE research computing work, the advisory committee on research computing, and many, many other communities that help shape how we work together as an information and technology community. That kind of contribution can be easy to overlook because it often happens quietly, but it matters. It builds trust, which is a topic that we've talked about many times today. It raises the level of the conversation, and it helps all of us make better decisions. What stands out to his colleagues most about Lee's career is not only the scope of what he did, but the way that he did it. He brought wisdom, perspective, and a commitment to collaboration. He understood that strong technology leadership in a place like UW-Madison is never about our IT systems. It is about people, it is about partnerships, and it is about creating conditions that help teaching, research, and service thrive. Lee modeled that throughout his career. Lee's contributions have left a lasting mark on this institution and many of us personally, very much including myself. He helped make UW-Madison better, and he helped make our information and technology community stronger, more connected, and more thoughtful in the way it leads. In the words of a longtime libraries colleague, Lee has long been recognized by his colleagues and collaborators for being the one that sees both sides of any given issue, challenge, or endeavor, making him incredibly thoughtful when considering, proposing, or advocating for solutions and paths forward. While we in the libraries often like to gently tease him about this, in truth, we've benefited tremendously from his superpower of his in big and small ways. He's left behind a legacy of empathy and creative thinking that we continue to leverage even in his absence. So Lee, on behalf of your colleagues across the UW-Madison information and technology community, thank you for your leadership, thank you for your service, and thank you for the example you have set for many others over the years. It is a privilege to recognize you with this Lifetime Achievement Award.
Lee and Todd embrace. The man hands a plaque to Todd, who hands it off to Lee. Lee gives a speech.
Thank you so much. Well, I am truly humbled, and I was stunned when Jason emailed me about this. Here we go. We're back on. I can usually be counted on to say very little, which for those of you who know me know is a lie. So I'm going to keep this very short. The reference to what Todd was talking about is I can be counted on to feel strongly both ways about most things that are important. But I do think that's kept me in good stead with trying to think through the issues. But I'm deeply appreciative of this and of the folks who nominated me for this community. When I think of this award as achievement, no one achieves anything without community. And that is what this group is about, past and present. I spent my entire life studying and working at UW-Madison. I've never collected a paycheck from any other institution. And I'm thrilled to have done every minute of it. We had our headaches here and there, but I got paid to play during an entire career in libraries where, the ability to discover and access and preserve information was changing through IT, computing, the information science. So I've just been really, really privileged, and I continue to be privileged. So thank you all for this. I deeply appreciate it.
Lee poses with his plaque, then walks away after returning the microphone.
Congrats, Lee, on your award, and thank you for your contributions to the university and our information and technology community. As demonstrated by all of these awards and by all of our nominees that were not awarded, but still, UW-Madison has a great many information and technology professionals with a wide range of skill sets and expertise who support and serve the mission of the university. These individuals share their time, share their knowledge with others toward building a more engaged, robust, and diverse community. We'd like to thank all those who submitted nominations as a way of recognizing those contributions and sharing those stories and shining a light on the important work and ensuring people feel seen for the great things they do. So we appreciate you and thank you for doing so. So one last thing, I'd like to thank everybody for their nominations, like I just said. But I also wanted to thank all of my colleagues here on the IT Recognition Awards Committee. DDA mentioned them earlier. Here are their names. I'd like them to please stand up. If whoever is here from the IT Awards Committee.
Text: Nick Hanen, Manda Johnson, Conor Klecker, Sabrina Messer, Jason Persian, Todd Schechter, and Amanda Thornton.
Thank you for the work that you do. This could not happen without all of you. I'm just standing here in front talking to everybody. I also wanted to say a very special thank you to Becky Morgan. This event and all the structure and stuff around the IT Awards would not happen without her. So Becky, thank you very much. Is she here?
Special thanks from the IT Recognition Awards Committee. Thank you for your invaluable assistance, Becky Morgan.
Is Becky here? She's not. Okay, well. She's a very important part of this group, and logistically, it's just fantastic having her work with us. So go ahead. That's the end of my slide set. So next up, yeah, hold up. Right. So downstairs, I think there's going to be some informal networking downstairs with refreshments. Awardees, please go to the living wall for photographs. Okay. And also tomorrow, virtual day 2 of the conference, lots more cool content, lots more cool sessions and learning and sharing to do. So thank you everybody for coming today. Right. And we'll see you next year.